गुरुवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकाय सुधालय कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमो वदनाय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदाय कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्तये नाम्ने गौरवस्य नमः। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते भूपेश गोपिका कांता श्री राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी श्री राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिते। विश्व अपराधलक्षे क्षिप्तश्च कामादितरङ्गमध्ये कृपामयि त्वां शरणं प्रपन्ना वृन्दे नमस्ते चरणारविन्दम्। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। Everyone please chant हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। श्री चैतन्य चरितामृत मध्य लीला composed by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. Yesterday, with the blessings of Gurudev and Vaishnavas, we are hearing the very beautiful pastimes of Chaitanya Charitamrita, where we have heard about the glories of Madhavendra Puripat and also the philosophies behind Chaitanya Charitamrita. And we were hearing about the philosophies. Yesterday, we were hearing there are four sampradayas, communities. If we get initiated from these four devotional communities, so if anyone asks you that to which sampradaya do you belong, then what should we say? That we belong to Brahm Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya. So if the other person is intelligent enough, and if he has a bit knowledge about the same, and if he doesn't know about the same, he'll not feel anything great about it. And secondly, if someone asks you about the Gotra, अच्छा, So Maharaj is asking about our Gotra. Like Like in Jagannath Puri, if you go, so the devotees, they ask Brahmanas, they ask you, what is your gotra? So to whichever gotra we belong, we may be following any particular lineage, but if you get initiated, your lineage gotra, it changes. Then we become a part of Achyut gotra. Achyut is the name of Shri Krishna only. Achyut. What does it mean? It means who never falls off from his place, who never falls from his place, infallible, who doesn't fall from his place. So we belong to Achyut Gotra after we get initiated. So Sri Bhakti Vinod Thakur ji is narrating when Mahaprabhu ji was performing his Navadip Leela. So all the four acharyas, the founder acharyas, Sri Madhvacharya, Sri Vishnu Swami, Ramanujanacharya, and Shankaracharya, they all came to have darshan of Mahaprabhuji because Mahaprabhuji is none different than Krishna and he is performing his pastimes in Navadvip. And what is this time? This is Kali Yuga. Even these four founders, they appeared in Kali Yuga, so they know this thing that our God, our Krishna, is also in Navadvip. So they all came to have darshan of Chaitanya Mahaprabhuji. So they all came and paid their obeisances. But when Limbaditya came, so Mahaprabhuji reciprocated in a very affectionate manner. He said, yesterday you heard that Mahaprabhuji adopted and accepted two things from each sampradayas. And he involved all these things and consolidate in his philosophy. So what were those two things? Mahaprabhuji is saying that what are the two things that I am uh, consolidating, I am taking, accepting two things from Madhya Sampradaya. First, so he proved wrong about the Mayavad very strongly. So all the acharyas did it, but especially Madhvacharya, he falsified or he didn't accept it, the Mayavad. And what was the second thing? Considering the deity worship as eternal. Like if any one of you have visited Udupi in South India, So this year we'll be having our parikrama to Rameshwaram. So we will be planning Ayodhya ji to have darshan of Ayodhya ji and Udupi. It's a place of Madhvacharya ji. It's a very beautiful temple where Sri Madhvacharya ji found a beautiful deity of Sri Gopal. The, the Gopala which tried to stop the churning of buttermilk when Yashoda Maya was doing the churning and she was performing this Lila. So Krishna just came and hold the rod on which that churning wheel was there. This So it is a beautiful deity who is holding the churning rod of Yashoda Maya. And it was floating in the ocean. And Sri Madhvacharya ji asked his people, go and get that Vigra, that deity, that beautiful idol. It was quite heavy. Even 300 to 400 people were not able to hold that. And Sri Madhvacharya ji just went and took it single handedly. Who is this Madhvacharya ji? He he's the he's the combined form of Sri Hanumanji and Bhim. So you can imagine how strong Sri Hanumanji and how strong is Bhim. And when these both combine the form, so it will be too much to handle. So it's too much to handle. So he is the founder, Madhvacharya ji. He's our founder guru. Who is Hanumanji? He is Shiv himself. Hanumanji is a incarnation of Shiv. And Bhim is also Shiv. But it is quite interesting that Shiv appeared as Shankaracharya ji. The same Shiv appeared as Shankaracharya and he is promoting Mayavad. And the incarnation of Shiv, Bhim, and Hanuman, they appeared as combined form as Madhvacharya and they are protesting against the Mayavad. So it is, you cannot imagine how beautiful are the pastimes. It is, we get amazed. Shivji appeared as Shankaracharya ji and he is promoting and preaching Mayavad. And Krishna wants that everyone should protest this Mayavad. It should be protested against. So Madhvacharya ji, who is this Madhvacharya ji? He is the combined form of Hanumanji and Bhim. So and who is Bhim? Who is Hanuman? They are the forms of Rudra only, Shiv only. So it's a very beautiful intertwined Leela. So so Madhvacharya ji found a deity of Shri Krishna. So what is this Mayavad? Mayavadi says that I am Brahmasmi. Every verses, everyone is Brahm. My husband is God. My son is God. My daughter is God. My father is God. My mother is God. I am God. So in my house, even if I have a pet, they are also God. This is Mayavad. Aham Brahmasmin. Aham Brahm Asmin. I am God. So if you think and taking your son as God, will you be able to scold your child? If snake is God, will you be able to hug the snake? So you won't be able to treat the snake and your son in the same manner. If everyone is God, you cannot say the same thing to snake because he is also God. If you, if you get to pound a snake or a lion in a forest, you won't be able to go and embrace that lion. Will you be able to do that? No, because you'll say that is snake, that is lion. But Mayavadi says this is Brahm. Everyone is God. Everyone is God. They consider everything as God. So this is Mayavad. But what Vaishnavacharyas they taught, everyone is not Ishwar. Ishwar is the master and we are the eternal servants. So here we have a difference, master and servant. One who is being served and other who is serving. When Shankaracharya was young as a child, so his mother sent him and asked him to count the brinjals. He was quite young at that time. When he came back, he said, "Ek, ek, ek, ek." So he's answering one, 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 one. He's not counting as 1, 2, 3, 4. He's saying one, 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 one. So his philosophy is one only. And what is Vaishnav Sampradaya? We have two, we believe in two. One is master and one is servant. So what Mahaprabhuji is taking from refuting the arguments of Shankaracharya, which is Mayavad. This is first point. And the second, that Shri Krishna deity is eternal. Deity is eternal, imperishable. These are the two things which Mahaprabhuji adopted. Secondly, from Ramanuja Acharya, he took two things. From Ramanujacharya, he accepted two things. Ananya Bhakti, which means undivided devotion. Undivided devotion. One-pointed devotion. And the sevas of the devotees. Who is the East, who is the worshipable deity of Ramanujacharya is Lakshmi Narayan. He doesn't even used to keep his feet in the Shiva temple. He never used to go there because he had one pointed devotion in the feet of Lakshmi Narayan. So we are not going into detail Lila's pastimes of Sri Ramanujacharya, but you can learn this from Ramanujacharya. What Mahaprabhuji is taking, Ananya Bhakti, undivided devotion, and secondly, Vaishnav Seva, serving the Vaishnavas. This is one of the very beautiful doctrine established, Vaishnav Sevas. Because Sri Ramanujacharya, his Guruji, who was Yamunacharya, but when Ramanujacharya came to meet Yamunacharya, so he got disappeared. He performed his disappeared pastime. So everyone considered Ramanujacharya as his master, as a guru. So he had such great significance. This is a very beautiful pastime, very heart touching uh, katha. Guru Yamunacharya always wanted that I should be having some disciple who, who, after me, can protect the community and its principles and its following. So he wanted Ramanujacharya ji to be the founder Acharya. Who was Ramanujan? Ram Anuj. Oh, he was the younger brother of Sri Ram, Lakshmanji. So Lakshmanji was only Rama Anuj Acharya. But when he came to near to his Gurudev, so Guruji, he went to he performed his disappeared pastime. So all the disciples of Yamuna Acharya, they considered Rama Anuja Acharya to be their Guru only. So everyone accepted him as a Guru. And Raman Anuj Acharya, he served all the Guru brothers. It was not performed formally. He, he served very sincerely. So these were the two things: undivided devotion and serving the Vaishnavas. So from Vishnu Swami, the two things that Mahaprabhuji took, accepted, that Krishna is my everything. I belong to Krishna only. I belong to Krishna only. And second, Rag Marg Bhakti. So from Madhvacharya, how to refute Mayavad, and considering the deity as eternal. This was taken from Madhvacharya. Ramanujacharya, first is at one pointed devotion, second, serving the devotees and the Vaishnavas. From Vishnu Swami Sampradaya, he took Bhagwan Krishna is everything. I belong to Krishna only. And second, Rag Marg, Rag Bhakti, devotion. So now Mahaprabhuji is talking to Nimba Datte. So from Nimba Datte, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhuji took these two things. First, one pointed devotion, undivided devotion in the lotus feet of Srimati Radha Rani. So one pointed devotion in the lotus feet of Srimati Radha Rani. And secondly, Gopi Bhav. One pointed attachment and devotion towards Srimati Radharani's lotus feet, and secondly, Gopi Bhav. So you all have to remember this. We all have to remember this. Only then we'll be sincere in our philosophies. So finally, we are repeating everything for Shri, Brahm, Rudra, and Sanat. So you can make a chart. First is Shri Sampradaya. Shri means Lakshmi ji. You can make a line. You can draw a line. So Maharaji is teaching us like a teacher only. In Sri Sampradaya, the founder was Sri Madhvacharya. Sorry, Sri Rama Anuja Acharya. So you can make another line. Undivided attention, undivided devotion, and secondly, serving the Vaishnavas. So this is first Sampradaya. Come to the second column. Brahm Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya, to which we belong. Make a line. Who is the head founder? Sri Madhvacharya. Another two lines. To refute the arguments of Mayavad, and second, deity. Considering the deity worship as eternal. Now come to the third column, third Sampradaya. It is Rudra Sampradaya. Rudra means in bracket you can write Shiv. Draw a line. Who is the founder Acharya? Vishnu Swami. So two things which Mahaprabhu accepted from Vishnu Swami. That I belong to Shri Krishna only. Undivided Krishna devotion. And secondly, Rag Marg Bhakti. Devotion is of two types. Vedi Bhakti and Rag. Vedi means where you perform some devotional services out of fear. That is Vedi Bhakti. So it is fear bound devotion. If I don't do Ekadashi, so there is some fear. So because of fear, if you perform any bhakti, that is Vedi Bhakti. And second is Rag Bhakti, where we are not performing the devotional services out of fear, but we are doing it out of love. So it is love bound. It is not duty bound or fear bound. So when you are happy to perform for Krishna, out of love, you perform devotional services. Yeah, I'm feeling like chanting out of love. So where we are accepting the paths of bhakti or devotion, not out of fear, not out of duty, but out of love. So two things from Vishnu Swami is Krishna, I belong to Shri Krishna only, and second is Rag and Bhakti. So fourth column is Sanat. Four Kumaras. Who was the Acharya founder? He was Nimbaditya. So two things which we accepted. First is Radhika Ashray. One pointed devotion in the lotus feet of Srimati Radharani. And second is Gopi Bhav. Like Raghunath Das Goswami. So what he's talking about Radharani's one pointed attention. So Raghunath Das Swami is saying, narrating, O Srimati Radharani, that the desire that I have in my heart is just like I want to have the water of the ocean into my palm. But this is not easy. Can you think of having the water of the ocean? I am passing on my days with the desire of having the ocean, the whole ocean into my palm. Only you can shower your mercy. O Radharani, you shower your mercy onto myself. So without your blessings, that my life is there's no meaning to my life, and even there's no meaning of me being the servant of Krishna if I don't get the love of your lotus feet. So these were the two things that Mahaprabhuji uh, consolidated from all the sampradayas. So you all can memorize this. You can make a chart. You can make a chart and stick it on a wall, and you can revise it daily. So you can call your friends and you can discuss. If you'll speak it out, you'll read it out, speak it out, learn it out, and you can ask from your family members that what were the two things that he accepted from Vishnu Swami or Madhvacharya or Ramanujacharya. Now there are few devotees who doubt that what what were the two things that Mahaprabhuji accepted from Nimbadatte. One pointed devotion from Radharani, and secondly Gopi Bhav. So why Mahaprabhuji did not accepted this sampradaya? Why Mahaprabhuji chose Madhvacharya sampradaya then? Because it is also one. This is the philosophy that we follow. We also want Radharasyam. So why Prabhuji did not accepted Kumar Sampradaya, and why he accepted Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya? Because this Sampradaya, the community, we are getting the lineage from Brahmaji, and Brahmaji got the mantra from Krishna himself. From Krishna himself. Yesterday also we heard about this. And Nimbaditya Sampradaya came from the four Kumar sons. They were the sons that uh, sons that belong to Brahmaji. And where did they hear the katha? They were hearing the katha from Anant Shesh, who had thousands of hoods, and they were all narrating all the stories and Hari Katha only. So four Kumaras are hearing from Anant Shesh. And Brahmaji got the mantra directly from Krishna. This is the difference. But there is one more thing to it. Still in Vrindavan, there are so many devotees who got initiated from Nimbadatta, and they are wholly solely at one pointedly attached to Srimati Radharani's lotus feet. So, what is the difference between us and their sampradaya? It is just a higher state. So all are important. All have their own signals. but there is some speciality. So there's some tattva here, philosophies here. They consider Gopi Bhav to be supreme, and their destination or goal is to be a gopi, to be the gopi of Srimati Radharani. This is quite great to be the gopi and sakhi of Radharani. So they'll feel one-pointed devotion towards Radharani. But in Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya, in Madhvendra Path Sampradaya, and Mahaprabhuji Sampradaya, what is of speciality? Here there is no desire of being the gopi in the feet of Srimati Radharani, but here one wants to serve as a servant, as a dear mistress of Srimati Radharani. Payadasi kari lalita sundari Shri Radhika Padu. So we have the Kinkari Bhav, the Manjari Bhav, uh, with the sole desire to serve Srimati Radharani as a servant. So this is all the philosophy of Gaudiya Bhav. Here we don't desire to be a friend of Srimati Radharani. Here we want to serve as a kinkari or the servant of Srimati Radharani. What is the difference? So if one is serving the lotus feet of Srimati Radharani, she's also a friend. But all these manjaris have the sole desire to serve Srimati Radharani. They even don't want to be a part of the pastimes of Yugal Sarkar. So is there any evidence? So if someone ask you for the evidence, so Sri Raghunath Das Goswami is evidence. He's saying, "O dear Radharani, if by getting pleased of my service, you want to make me your friend, I don't want to be the Sakhi. I don't want to be a friend to you. I want to serve you as a servant. I want to be the servant. I want to be your servant, not the friend." So that is why there are three kinds of Sakhis. So there are three types of Sakhis for the friendship mood. Maharaj is disclosing his heart out. There are three types of Sakhis. This is told by Rup Goswami ji in Ujjwal Neelmani. Krishna Snegdigdha, San Snegdigdha, Sakhi Snegdigdha. First category is, these are the friends who have a higher mood of serving Krishna, love towards Krishna. They have more affection towards Sri Krishna and little less for Srimati Radharani. So do you want to be a Sakhi like this? who have less Sakhi for Radharani. So this is also a category. This is also a Sakhi Bhav. Nobody desires, though there are many who want to be, but they want to be a friend or Sakhi to Krishna because they don't know the significance of being a friend to Srimati Radharani. So this is their own feeling. So second is Sam Sneha. Second is when if someone has a desire and affection, Sam Sneha means towards the Krishna and towards Srimati Radharani, they have the same love. Some means same, though they have some same. So some or same means though they have the same affection towards Krishna and Srimati Radharani. This is a category where towards both Radharani and Krishna they have the same feeling and affection. But towards Srimati Radharani, slightly more, slightly more towards Srimati Radharani. Examples are Lalita, Vishakha, Sudevi, Rangdevi, Champaklata, Tungvidya, the Ash Sakhis. So all these Sakhis, they have slightly, they have slightly more affection towards Krishna and Radharani, slightly more towards Radharani. But if there is any kind of conflict, a meaty kala means love bound quarrel or slightly conflicts or arguments. It is a little love fight. So if there's any kind of such fight, so Lalita and Vishakha, they serve both Sri Krishna and Srimati Radharani. But if they get a choice to choose, they'll choose Srimati Radharani. So they get onto the side of Srimati Radharani. That Radharani is winning. She's the winner. Like in Bhandied one, Krishna is saying, is there anyone so great or so brave who can fought me in wrestling? So all the gopis, they got Srimati Radharani that you can fight with her. And as soon as Sri Krishna saw Srimati Radharani, he was terrified. So do you think Radharani is a wrestler? Radharani is in a female form, very sensitive, very beautiful, and Krishna is very strong. He can kill Putna, he can pull Shaktasur, Trina with Bakasur, Aghasur, Vyomasur, Keshi. So Krishna can kill all the demons. He's so very brave and strong. Arishrasur, who came in the form of an ox or a bull. Krishna hold the horns of the bull and just tear them apart. Putna, who had the strength of 10,000 elephants, Krishna was able to kill that. And when Krishna saw Srimati Radharani on the other camp, Krishna got nervous. He was terrified. Why? Because Radharani is the guru of Sri Krishna. Radhika Prem Guru. Radharani is my guru of prema, of love. She's the one who teaches me how to love. How to love and to whom we need to love. That is also taught by Srimati Radharani. So this is a form of love. Radharani is the form of love. Who will be able to know Krishna better? Only and only Radharani. When Krishna smiles very gently, Radharani can guess why Krishna is laughing, why he is smiling. Radharani knew it beforehand. What Krishna is going to do. Even this is known to Srimati Radharani. Why she knows this? Out of love. This is the nature of love. We can get she can guess what Krishna is up to. That what is going in the heart and mind of Shri Krishna, Radharani is able to know in advance. She can predict, she can focus because face is the index of mind. So what is there in the mind, Radharani can get she gets to know this on looking at the face of Shri Krishna. So when Krishna saw Srimati Radharani, beautiful verse, very beautiful verses narrated by Maharaj. When Krishna was playing the flute fall when when the peacock feather crown it fall onto the feet. Even the cloth that Krishna was wearing it fall off from his shoulder, and then Krishna himself fall and let down to the ground. And while looking just at a slide glance, just at the slide glance of Srimati Radharani. So, like Kamdev has 5 arrows. So, if Kamdev throws one arrow, it will it will make the other person crazy. This is an ordinary Kamdev, but who is Krishna? Tanu Ananga, which means who is the real Kamdeva? Kamadevaya Vidmahe. Krishna is the transcendental Kamdev. He doesn't need a arrow. Just with a side glance, he can capture and conquer everyone's heart with his beauty, with his qualities, with his love, affection, with a beautiful smile, with his playful, naughty and playful mood. When he smiles or when he shares jokes, when he shows his feelings, when he cries, when he weeps. So through all his activities, he attracts and conquers everyone's heart. But Radharani even doesn't need to through these arrows. Only कृपा कटाक्ष भाजनम कदा धृविंद वंदिते त्रिलोक शोक हारिणी प्रसन्न वक्र पंकजे निकुंज भूविलासनी ब्रजेंद्र भानु नंदिनी ब्रजेंद्र सोनु संगते कदा करिष्यसि हमाम कृपा कटाक्ष भाजनम. So just with a side glance, even the Krishna fall on the ground. So Radharani is saying, yes, now tell me, what are you up to? Who is the winner? So Krishna is still answering, I am the winner. So all the friends of Srimati Radharani, they said, you fell into the ground and still you're saying you're the winner. Prove that you are the winner. So Krishna is saying, who is who has if one is falling onto the ground, my nose is upwards. It is pointing upwards, and Radharani's nose is pointing towards the ground. So I am the winner. So Krishna is very, very smart and believing that I have won. In spite of losing, he's saying I have won. But so Radharani's friend Lalita and Vishakha, they are enjoying this because without being the presence of sakhis, of friends, the nourishment and then the relishment of these pastimes will never be complete. So Lalita, Vishakha, and all the sakhis, they have affection towards Krishna and Radharani. But when they have an argument who is going to win, they are taking the sides of Srimati Radharani. So before Krishna could speak out anything, all the Sakhis they clap that our Radharani, our Radharani is the winner. Our Radharani is the winner. So Maharaji is asking who all are in favor of Srimati Radharani. So who wanted to be on the side of Srimati Radharani? So everyone can clap who all belong to Srimati Radharani only. This is the philosophy and the principle of our sampradaya. So you need to memorize all these philosophies and doctrines. So first is the Krishna Snehadigda who have more affection towards Krishna. Second is Samsneha who have affection towards Krishna and Radharani, but slightly inclined towards Srimati Radharani. And third is we Gaudiya Vaishnavas. Sakhi Sneha Digdya. Who have more, they are more inclined towards Radharani only. They have full inclination towards Srimati Radharani, not towards Krishna. Okay. So all affection towards Srimati Radharani. Radhika Ekant Charan Ashray, whole solely, single pointedly towards Radharani. So that is also there in Nimbadik Sampradaya. Yes. They wanted. But the second point was Gopi Bhav. They don't want to be the Gopi. Mm. But in Madhva Sampradaya, uh, they wanted to be the Gopi, but they wanted to serve as a Gopi. Kamla Manjari, Nain Manjari, Vinod Manjari, Raman Manjari. Rup Goswami, Sri Raghunath Das Goswami. So all these, what is the speciality of all these? So what is the speciality? So one is Kunj pastime and the other is Nikunj Nikunj pastime and Nibrit. So in Kunj Leela they used to play with the dice, they play games. And the more intense and deep is Nikunj Leela. Very intimate Sakhis are there with Radha and Krishna. This is Nikunj Leela. And third is Nivrit Nikunj pastime. Here, no Sakhis can enter. So this is a quite closed, intense, deep, and uh, no Sakhis are allowed to as enter. Because if Sakhis will enter this, they Radha Krishna will feel shy. So no Sakhis are allowed. So there only the Manjaris can enter because they are quite young or under teenage, 11 or 12. Sundarbrit, Nikunj pastime, Radha Krishna, in presence of these Manjaris, they don't feel shy. It's quite in detail. And even if Lalita Sakhi want to enter into this, they stop. Roop Manjari can even stop Lalita ji from entering into the Nikunj. So these are only 1 2 points. There's so many detailed. So these are the principles of Brahma Madhya Gaudi Sampradayas. So these are prominently we have Roop Manjaris. This is our philosophy. This is a philosophy which is presented by Madhavendra Puripad. In that shlok, there were 2 classes we took, but we were not able to complete that verse because it is very important to know these foundations, because only on after understanding this we'll be able to understand the next, that what is the significance, what is the glory of our sampradaya, how significant is our sampradaya. Now you'll be able to understand. So we have heard today about 4 sampradayas. So we are recapitulating everything that we have heard till now. 4 sampradayas. Ananya Bhakti, Vaishnav Se. Refuting the arguments of Mayavad and considering the deity worship as eternal. Third is the Rudra Sampradaya, and the Acharya is Vishnu Swami. And 2 things that we took from him. Considering that I belong to Shri Krishna only. Taking the shelter of Shri Krishna only. Complete shelter. And Rag Marg. Rag Anuga Bhakti. And 4th Sampradaya is Kumar Sanak Adi Sampradaya. Nimbaditya is the founder. And one pointed attention towards the feet of Srimati Radharani Gopi Bhav. So I think everyone has written and drawn that chart. We all need to memorize it because we'll be having tests and then we'll be able to understand. So tomorrow we'll be having Katha tomorrow. And then we'll be hearing about the verse composed by Madhya Puripaji, and Mahaprabhuji is narrating this verse. We heard about the verse, but we have not heard about the commentaries of Sri Bhakti Vinod Thakur. So we'll be studying that in detail tomorrow. So we have just heard the single first line, that the devotion line. We have four lines of the devotional sampradayas. Only we have heard about this. And today's discussion was out of that first line only. So all the Vaishnavas, they met Mahaprabhuji in Navadvip, and the two things that we heard, Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari, Hare Krishna. So we heard this today, uh, and tomorrow we'll be continuing this. Thank you everyone for joining.